for the delay, which is totally attributed to, I think, some misprints. Very briefly on the Oracle Academy Alliances program, I mean, I'm going to specifically talk about Oracle Academy, and in general, I think the JKC initiative as a concept, and which has been implemented in the state of Andhra Pradesh, is really unique from the perspective of really bridging the gaps between industry and academia. We are supporting that from an alliance program where we are sort of supporting all the JKC colleges with grants of software. We've been training up, building up the skills for the faculty, and I think that's eventually resulting in the skills for the students to be built up over a period of time where they can actually get specific IT skills which will help them make more employable when they go up for jobs whenever they reach out to the industry. So from the perspective of, what are these skills that we're talking of, and what are the areas of concern from an industry perspective? Just to give you a perspective on that, I think one of the reasons, and if you go back on, some people have referred to the McKinsey report and the NASSCOM report that came out a few years ago, where there was a huge concern on the non-employability of people coming out from engineering colleges and not getting employed beyond 10% or 12%. And one of the areas, if you did some research, and I have done some talking to the students who did not get jobs, related to the fact that they had two kinds of skills. One was specific related to the IT skills for which they were being hired, and second was the soft skills that were not there, right? Within that gamut, I think I have met up with some of the first computer science graduates from various colleges. I met them in Warangal almost a few years ago, and they did not have jobs for a year, and one of the things that came out was that they lacked two skills. One, and specifically on the IT skills, was related to the SQL and PLSQL not being there, right? These are specific IT skills which are used generically across. So within that, and the second one, of course, was soft skills. I'm not going to talk about soft skills because there are other panelists who will be talking about it, but on the Alliance program, I think it's working out well. The framework that we then built with the JKC colleges and through Institute of Electronic Governance really engaged us comprehensively with a very large number of, to reach out to a large number of colleges within the state of Andhra Pradesh, where IEG played the role of a mentor and reaching out to the colleges, and we were supporting them with software grants, and we were supporting them with faculty upgradation in terms of skills. Now, those skills that have been built in the faculty eventually need to translate into the skills building within the students, and that's a role that IEG started to play. So from a so to say, perspective of what is the framework for engagement, I think that's working out well. So that's the Alliance program that we are working with JKC. There is, I would also like to quickly mention about the soft skill side, because soft skill is something which is very, very important and critical from a perspective of the students acquiring the skills to really get hired. And I was talking to some of my colleagues in Oracle only 3 days ago, who I was addressing in this Hyderabad campus, and I said, and I think it's something that I would encourage, if you were to ask any student, I said, why do you think you got hired? What were the skills that you actually had that made you get employed by a company like Oracle, or if you were in some other organization, an IBM or a Microsoft or a, Infosys or a Wipro? What are the key skills? And they talked about, none of them talked about technology, by the way. They talked about collaboration, teamwork, communication, ability to solve problems, etc., etc. Of course, needless to say that it is very important that the technology, it is given that technologically they are at par with everything else that they are doing. So I think we need a balance of both. So hopefully, with the other program that we do for the school segment, but that's something that has to begin at the school level. So that's something which we're going to do separately. But at an engineering college level, it's very, very critical that we have a framework of engagement. And I think JKC and IEG is uniquely positioned from that perspective to engage ourselves with a large number of colleges where specific mentors have been put in place. IEG has put specific mentors in place in terms of mentoring, let's say 10 colleges together through a mentor that is on their roll, who has been skilled, and students eventually lead to a certification, right? So once the colleges start teaching, faculties got trained, and then they go and start skilling the students. Students now have the ability over a period of time to actually go and get themselves certified. So there are three kind of certification courses, as maybe some of you already know. The first level being Oracle Certified Associate, second being Oracle Certified Professional, and third being Oracle Certified Master, which is the eventual thing. I'm very glad that actually, I heard from Dr. Chandrasekhar yesterday about 1,000 people, the students have been certified in the last 2 years, last 1 year, which is excellent, because from our perspective, it's only a corporate citizenship. We are not running this as a line of business from Oracle's perspective. It's part of corporate social responsibility that we do. But we are very happy to sort of hear that kind of output coming, through the IAG efforts as well. So these are kind of things that we do. And is that a bell ringing? All right. Okay. I don't know. You got to ring it, Lynn. So that's the quick, synopsis of what we are doing in Andhra. And I think we are engaging ourselves with a lot of other states as well. And hopefully this will reach out to a multiple number of institutions. Thank you.